The struggles of being on the street was not knowing where I'm going to sleep every night, if I was going to sleep, because if I didn't have a place to sleep, my goal was to get high.
Fear is an ongoing emotion that is experienced during the stages of homelessness.
They're in survival mode. They can't even think about thriving or doing anything or being anything because they're just trying to survive day to day.
At one point you realize that you just, why am I even going to continue to go through all this? It's pointless. Nobody loves me. Everybody gave up on me. I have no one to call.
Some women are obviously putting themselves in very compromising positions, not that they choose to be or want to be in, simply to survive, to stay off the street. I've had women that have literally had to walk all night, you know, and that's why they started meth, was so that they could literally walk all night, so that they didn't have to stop anywhere and be vulnerable.
I found myself with absolutely nowhere to go, and it came to the point where I started experimenting with various drugs. I was eventually coerced into a domestic sex trafficking ring, and I was kind of hauled off from state to state, being forced to sell my body for drugs.
I was assaulted after I accepted a ride from a stranger one night and did not think I'd get out of the car alive, so it's very scary out there.
I think it's really important to remember when we're speaking about homelessness is that it's a very complex issue. We tend to think of women that are homeless as simply those that have addiction or other mental health issues perhaps. I know a woman that is homeless because of a car accident she had and being disabled and losing her home. And so homelessness can affect anybody at any time.
I became homeless when I was wrongfully accused of assault by my child's dad and arrested for it and couldn't go home because of a protection order the next day. I was homeless on and off for about 8 years until about 3 years ago. If there was a single women's shelter available back when I needed it, it would have saved a lot of bad things from happening to me. Would have meant me getting my life back together and getting my kids home with me sooner.
What gives me hope is this project, meeting this need, this desperate hole that we've had in this community to tend to the most vulnerable women in our society.